From the moment a child is conceived, a mother's love begins to take shape in ways that are beyond comprehension. It is a love that does not demand, does not seek recognition, and does not waver in the face of hardships. A mother carries her child for 9 months, enduring physical pain, emotional stress, and endless sacrifices, yet her heart is filled with nothing but love and anticipation. She dreams of the moment she will hold her baby in her arms, not because she expects something in return, but because her love is selfless and pure. This love does not fade as the child grows. In fact, it only deepens with time. A mother's love is irreplaceable because it is one of the rarest forms of love that exists without conditions, without expectations, and without limitations. As a child grows, the mother's love manifests in countless ways that often go unnoticed. She wakes up in the middle of the night countless times to check if her child is sleeping comfortably. She sacrifices her own sleep just to ensure that her baby is well fed, warm, and protected. She learns to decode the cries, understanding what each sound means, whether it is hunger, discomfort, or simply the need for a comforting touch. She places her own needs on hold, putting her child's happiness above her own, even if it means going through exhaustion and sleepless nights. These sacrifices are not made with the hope of gratitude, but out of an unbreakable bond that only a mother and child share. As the child grows into a toddler, her love takes on a different form. She becomes a teacher, a protector, and a constant source of encouragement. She patiently teaches her child to walk, to speak, to recognize the world around them. Every milestone, no matter how small, brings her immense joy. Even when the child stumbles, she does not scold or express disappointment. Instead, she offers her hand, wipes away the tears, and encourages them to try again. Her love is a shield that protects from harm, yet it also provides the freedom to explore and learn. When a child enters school, the mother's love evolves yet again. She becomes a source of motivation, pushing her child to learn, grow, and face the world with confidence. She wakes up early to prepare breakfast, ensures the school uniform is neatly pressed, and makes sure her child never leaves the house without a warm hug or a reassuring smile. She worries endlessly, hoping her child is safe, happy, and doing well in their studies. She celebrates every small achievement, whether it is a good grade, a new friendship, or a newfound skill. But more than anything, she remains the one person who believes in her child's potential, even when the world does not. As the child enters teenage years, the love of a mother often goes unnoticed or is taken for granted. The patience that once seemed comforting may now feel restrictive. The endless questions about safety, friends, and future plans may feel like an invasion of privacy. Many children, in their quest for independence, begin to distance themselves from their mothers, failing to realize that everything she does comes from a place of love and concern. She may not always express it in the way a child wants, but her heart is constantly worried, hoping that her child makes the right decisions, stays safe, and does not fall into harm's way. Despite the emotional distance that sometimes forms, a mother's love never diminishes. She continues to care in ways that may not always be visible. She prays silently for her child's success, hoping they achieve their dreams. She notices the small changes, the unspoken words, the moments of sadness that others may overlook. Even if her child is too busy to talk or spend time with her, she waits patiently, always ready to listen, always ready to offer comfort. As adulthood arrives, many people begin to realize the depth of their mother's love. The same sacrifices that once seemed ordinary are now understood in a different light. The patience, the endless care, the small gestures of kindness, all of these were acts of love that can never be repaid. A mother's love is unique because it does not fade with time. Even when her child is grown, with a family of their own, she continues to worry, to care, and to love just as deeply as she did on the day they were born. Even in old age, a mother's love remains strong. She may not be as physically able, she may not be as quick in her movements, but her heart remains just as full of love. She still waits for phone calls, still hopes for visits, still finds joy in the happiness of her children. And even if her body becomes frail, her love does not weaken. It remains steady and unwavering until her last breath. This love is rare, unmatched, and irreplaceable. No one in the world will ever love you as selflessly as your mother does. No one will ever put your needs above their own the way she has done. No one will ever sacrifice their happiness for you in the way she has throughout your life. This is why a mother's love must never be taken for granted, ignored, or dismissed. It must be cherished, valued, and reciprocated in every way possible. A mother's heart is one of the most resilient yet fragile things in the world. She can endure pain, struggles, and sacrifices without complaint. But when her own child causes her hurt, it leaves a wound that runs deeper than any physical injury. It is easy to assume that words and actions do not have a lasting impact, especially when spoken in frustration or anger. However, the truth is that a mother feels every harsh word, every moment of neglect, and every sign of disrespect more profoundly than she ever shows. Many people do not realize how deeply their words can affect their mother. A simple phrase spoken in irritation, a dismissive tone, or an impatient response can leave an emotional scar that lingers far longer than one might think. A mother does not expect lavish gifts or grand gestures. She only longs for kindness, respect, and appreciation. When she is met with coldness instead of warmth, silence instead of conversation, and indifference instead of gratitude, it pains her in ways that are impossible to describe. Neglecting a mother, whether intentionally or unintentionally, is one of the greatest emotional burdens she can carry. She spends years being present in her child's life, offering unconditional support, guidance, and encouragement. Yet as time passes and responsibilities increase, children often forget to return that same attention and care. A mother who once spent sleepless nights worrying about her child may now find herself waiting for a simple phone call or a visit that never comes. She does not demand attention, but deep down she hopes that her child will remember her, acknowledge her sacrifices, and express even a fraction of the love she has given. Disrespect can take many forms, and often it is not done with the intention to hurt. Raising one's voice, ignoring her advice, rolling eyes in frustration, or dismissing her concerns may seem insignificant in the moment, but to a mother, these actions carry a silent pain. She does not expect perfection from her child. She simply wants to feel valued. She wants to know that the years she spent nurturing, protecting, and loving were not forgotten or taken for granted. As children grow older, they begin to make their own decisions, form their own opinions, and navigate life independently. This is natural and necessary, but it does not mean that a mother's wisdom should be disregarded. When a child dismisses their mother's guidance, treating her words as outdated or unnecessary, it creates a sense of distance. A mother does not want to control her child's life. She only wants to offer the wisdom that comes from experience. When her words are met with rejection, she does not argue or insist, but she feels the silent sting of being unneeded, of being pushed away. One of the most heartbreaking ways in which a mother experiences pain is when she is compared to others or made to feel inadequate. No mother is perfect, but she gives her best in every possible way. She sacrifices her comfort, puts her needs aside, and does everything in her power to provide for her children. Yet, when she is made to feel that her efforts were not enough, that she did not do as well as another mother, it cuts deeply. She carries this burden in silence, questioning whether she could have done more, whether she failed in some way, even when she has done everything within her capacity. A mother's heart is forgiving, but that does not mean it is immune to hurt. Even when she is wounded, she does not express her pain in anger or resentment. Instead, she continues to love, to care, and to pray for her child's well-being. She hides her tears behind a smile, suppresses her disappointment, and finds joy in the smallest moments of connection. But just because she does not voice her pain does not mean she does not feel it. The emotional impact of neglect and unkindness towards a mother does not only affect her, it also affects the child in the long run. Many people realize too late that they have hurt their mothers in ways they never intended. Regret sets in when they see their mother growing older, when they realize they missed opportunities to express their love, when they understand that they cannot go back in time to undo the moments of hurt they caused. In some cases, people only recognize the depth of a mother's love after she is gone. They wish they had spoken more kindly, visited more often, listened more attentively. They wish they had hugged her a little longer, expressed their appreciation more frequently, and made her feel valued while she was still there. But by then, it is too late to change the past. Too late to take back words spoken in frustration. Too late to undo the moments of neglect. A mother's love is not something to be tested, stretched, or taken for granted. It is something to be cherished, protected, and reciprocated. Every moment spent with her, every kind word spoken, every expression of gratitude strengthens the bond that can never be replaced. There is no substitute for a mother's love, and there is no pain greater than realizing too late that one has caused her unnecessary hurt. As time passes, life becomes busier, responsibilities increase, and priorities shift. In the rush of daily life, it is easy to forget that while we are growing, our mother is aging. The hands that once held us steady as we took our first steps now tremble with age. The voice that once sang us lullabies may now be softer, weaker. The eyes that watched over us with endless love may now be searching for our presence, longing for just a few moments of our time. What many people fail to realize is that time is not limitless. The moments we have with our mother are precious, and once they are gone, they can never be reclaimed. When we are young, our mother is the center of our world. She is the one we run to when we are scared, the one who comforts us when we are sad, and the one who celebrates even our smallest achievements. She is our first teacher, our first protector, and our first source of unconditional love. But as we grow, the roles begin to shift. The child who once depended on their mother for everything now becomes independent, stepping into their own world, chasing their own dreams. While this is a natural part of life, it often comes at the cost of forgetting that our mother still needs us. She may not say it outright, but she longs for the same attention, love, and care that she once gave so freely. One of the greatest mistakes people make is assuming that their mother will always be there. They postpone phone calls, delay visits, and assume that there will always be another chance to spend time with her. They become so caught up in their own lives that they fail to notice the small signs, the way her face lights up when she hears their voice, the way she waits by the door when she knows they are coming to visit, the way she pretends not to be hurt when they cancel plans at the last minute. Every missed opportunity, every moment of neglect, every day that passes without showing love adds to the silent loneliness she may feel. A mother never asks for much. She does not demand grand gestures or extravagant gifts. All she truly wants is time. She wants to be included in her child's life, to hear about their day, to share in their joys and comfort them in their struggles. She wants to know that she still matters, that she is not just a forgotten figure in the background of their busy lives. A simple conversation, a shared meal, a heartfelt hug. These are the things that mean the most to her. Yet too often, these small yet significant acts of love are overlooked or pushed aside. As the years go by, the reality of aging becomes more apparent. A mother who once had boundless energy may now find it difficult to complete simple tasks. The person who once took care of everyone may now need someone to take care of her. This transition can be difficult for both mother and child. She may not want to burden her children, so she keeps her struggles to herself. She may hesitate to ask for help, fearing that she will be seen as weak or needy. But beneath the surface, she hopes that her child will notice, that they will offer their support without being asked, that they will still see her as the strong, loving figure she has always been. There is a unique kind of sorrow that comes with realizing too late that one has not spent enough time with their mother. Many people look back with regret, wishing they had called more often, visited more frequently, listened more attentively. They remember the times they were too busy to talk, too preoccupied to notice the small moments that truly mattered. They recall the times they dismissed her concerns, brushed off her advice, or failed to say, "I love you," when they had the chance. And when she is no longer there, they are left with a void that cannot be filled, a pain that no amount of success, money, or achievements can ever erase. Spending time with one's mother is not just about fulfilling a duty. It is about honoring the person who has given everything for us. It is about recognizing her sacrifices, appreciating her love, and making her feel valued while we still have the opportunity to do so. It is about creating memories that will bring comfort long after she is gone, about cherishing the bond that no one else in the world can replace. Every moment with a mother is a gift, one that should never be wasted. Whether it is a 5-minute phone call, a shared cup of tea, or simply sitting beside her in comfortable silence. Every interaction is meaningful. It is not about the quantity of time spent, but the quality of the connection. A mother does not measure love in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday acts of kindness and attention that show she is still cherished. As life moves forward, as responsibilities grow, and as the world pulls us in different directions, it is important to remember that our mother will not always be there. The time we have with her is limited, and once it is gone, there is no way to bring it back. There will come a day when we wish for just one more conversation, one more embrace, one more chance to say thank you for everything she has done. The question is, will we make the most of the time we have now, or will we allow it to slip away only to realize its value when it is too late? Honoring and respecting a mother is not just an act of gratitude, it is a reflection of the values that shape a person's life. The love and respect one gives to their mother are not only signs of good character, but also sources of great blessings. A mother's heart is filled with love, sacrifice, and prayers for her children. She wants nothing but the best for them. And when a child honors their mother with love, care, and respect, the world itself seems to reward them in ways they may not immediately realize. There is something profoundly powerful about the prayers of a mother. She prays for her child's success, well-being, and happiness, often in moments when the child is not even aware. These prayers are not spoken for show. They come from the deepest parts of her soul. When a mother is happy, when she feels loved and respected, her prayers become even stronger, filling her child's life with unseen blessings. Many people who have achieved great things in life often attribute their success to the prayers and support of their mothers. The unseen power of a mother's wishes and blessings can carry a person through the hardest times, guiding them toward the right path and protecting them from harm. A person who respects and honors their mother often finds that life treats them with the same kindness in return. Life has a way of mirroring the way we treat others, and those who show love to their mothers often experience love and respect from the people around them. In contrast, those who neglect or mistreat their mothers often find themselves facing struggles that they cannot easily overcome. There is an old saying that a mother's happiness is a doorway to success. And history has shown that those who hold their mothers in high regard often prosper in unexpected ways. Honoring a mother does not require extravagant gestures or costly gifts. It is in the simple things, checking in on her, listening to her when she speaks, appreciating her efforts, and making her feel valued. Respect is shown through patience when she repeats the same stories, through understanding when she expresses concerns, and through kindness in the smallest interactions. A mother does not need her child to build her a palace. She only needs to feel that she is still important, still cherished, and still a part of their life. The love and respect given to a mother do not just benefit her, they bring peace to the heart of the child as well. There is a unique sense of fulfillment that comes from making one's mother happy. The joy of seeing her smile, of knowing that she feels appreciated, creates a sense of purpose and emotional well-being. It strengthens the bond between mother and child and builds a foundation of love that can never be broken. This connection brings inner peace, knowing that one has done right by the person who has done so much for them. A mother's happiness is deeply connected to the happiness of her child. When a child succeeds, she rejoices as if the success were her own. When a child is struggling, she carries the burden in her heart, often without expressing it. This is why treating her with love and respect does not only bring external blessings, but also creates a strong emotional foundation. A mother's heart is a reservoir of love, and when she is at peace, that love flows freely, creating an environment of warmth, stability, and emotional security. Some people only realize the importance of honoring their mother when it is too late. They spend years chasing after their own ambitions, prioritizing everything else, and assuming that their mother will always be there. Then, one day, they find themselves standing at her grave, filled with regrets for the words left unspoken and the time left unspent. They realize too late that the moments they took for granted were the very moments they now long to relive. No amount of success, wealth, or achievements can replace the loss of a mother's presence. And those who have failed to honor her while she was alive often carry that sorrow for the rest of their lives. For those who still have the chance, it is important to act now. A simple act of kindness, a visit, a heartfelt conversation, these things mean the world to a mother. Honoring her does not have to be complicated. It is about making her feel loved, making her feel heard, and making her feel important. It is about being present in her life, just as she was always present in yours. The blessings that come from honoring a mother go beyond personal success. They extend into future generations. A child who sees their parent treating their grandmother with love and respect will grow up to do the same. They will learn the value of kindness, gratitude, and compassion, and they will carry those lessons forward. In this way, honoring a mother is not just an individual act. It is a legacy that shapes the future. No matter how busy life gets, no matter how far one may go, a mother's love remains constant. And in return, the love and respect given to her should remain just as steadfast. Every moment with her is an opportunity to create memories, to show gratitude, and to give back even a small portion of the love she has given. A mother's happiness is one of the purest forms of joy. And when she is honored and respected, that joy multiplies, filling the hearts of everyone around her.